Should we do it? Should we go do the correct thing? Ha 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 ha! Never! Let's make poor decisions! Woo!
Hi, I'm Dom. Welcome back to the channel. So a few weekends ago, I got to go on a $4,000 holiday for free. For free! To explain how we got there, we're gonna need to rewind back to the end of last year. So picture this. It was hot. It was summer. I was at home isolating, waiting the results of a PCR test to see if I had the spicy flu. I was scrolling on my phone and I came across this competition by Four Pillars, their Win Summer competition, which was centered around their rare dried gin. You had to either post with the bottle or the cans, and so naturally, being cooped up at home and having a penchant for being silly, I went and grabbed out my ghillie suit. I mean, who doesn't have ghillie suits in their house? And so yeah, whipped out my ghillie suit, chucked it on. It was far too hot to be wearing it, and I wasn't feeling great anyway, but I took the photos. These are said photos. Anywho, fast forward a little bit, and I get a very, very exciting message from Four Pillars Gin Distillery saying that I had won. I was going on this holiday. I was gonna get flown out, food, accommodation, drinks, everything was covered, and we were gonna get to do a maker session at the distillery. And spoiler alert, it was very good, and this is very delicious. Did I mention that we were getting flown there by helicopter? Anyway, without further ado, here's the trip.
Welcome to the hangout.
Oh my gosh. And so yeah, we got flown from Essendon Fields all the way to Healesville. It took about 25 minutes and was a really cool mix of seeing inner suburbs and then all the big rolling hills of the Yarra Valley. Thank you, Four Pillars! Then we did a loop around the Four Pillars building before landing in a field nearby where we met Ash. And then once we were with Ash, she took us to the Four Pillars Gin Distillery, showed us around the new areas that they had just opened up. And then once we'd had a look around, she took us across the road to the first of many restaurant experiences that weekend.
I promise not to eat anything until you photographed it all.
Is that enough cheese?
Yeah, because everyone.
After that, we were taken by Michael to Maddens Rise for a taste of some of their wines.
A wine. Cheers, mate. Yeah, cheers.
I can't see shit.
That sun, beautiful. Cheers. And then we got to choose a bottle of wine to take with us, so I went for their 2016 Saint-Camille.
Then on this end you have
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually right.
And now we are at Napoleone Cider bar having a cider paddle. It is the most gorgeous place. I have another video recently-ish. The last time we were here, this was full of a farmer's market and lots of stalls and like lots of food and drink. And so yeah, it's just nice to be back. Also, I feel like I should clarify at this point, this video is not sponsored by Four Pillars. I wish this was sponsored, but it is not. This is just me having a fantastic time. Like, look at this! What the heck? This is not your normal weekend, and I'm so here for it. And after a hard day of tasting delicious things, it was time to check out the digs. Look at the spoon! That's a twizzling spoon.
That is a spoon.
That is a spoon.
There is no spoon.
No, there's definitely
There's
a spoon.
a
There's a
It's a very
spoon.
good spoon.
Oh, what does it say?
Nice things.
Apartment tour.
Our bags are here.
Our bags are here?
Our bags are here.
Yay!
Our bags are here.
Where? Oh, good. I'm glad they're ours and not the other
Not
couples.
the other kind of couples. It looks like a very powerful torch.
Turn it on.
Can't see.
That's. I like that instead of turning it off, you just made it wonderful. Oh, that's cute. We got socks! We got socks! Oh my god! Hey, Emily, if you dream big enough, anything can come true.
I want socks. I got socks.
The shower.
You need me for scale?
Yeah. Oh, yes. And you are quite tall. You can you can fully dance in the shower.
Look how big the shower is.
Sit down.
I mean, yeah, that's later in the night.
All that was left that evening was to have a couple of free drinks at Four Pillars, then head across the road to Jayden Ong's for dinner. And it is safe to say we were thorough with the cocktail menu.
Cheers!
I'm having so much fun. This is the FOMO. Negroni, and we add chocolate bitter.
There are a lot of drinks.
And not a lot of time to drink them.
No, we have to be at a restaurant
2 minutes ago.
2 minutes. Yes.
Ago.
How are you feeling?
Drunk and wondering how I'm gonna drink more.
Hey! That's my answer apparently to that same question. Oh my god. Emily, would you like to explain the system that we have going?
So we have a lot of cocktails and not a lot of time to drink them. And we also ordered more cocktails than there are of us people. So we have a rotating system where we each take a drink. So I will be Dom for the purpose of this.
Yes.
And we cheers diagonal and drink.
Yes.
And then we rotate.
Yeah.
And then we cheers diagonal and drink. And then we cheers diagonal and drink.
I love water. It's mostly an ice cube at this point.
And then we rotate
Yes.
and repeat until we run out of drinks or die.
Bless you. Bless you.
No, that's too much. No, take it back. No.
Yes?
Oh my god. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hello. Now we are here. Ta-da! Cheers. I am so tall right now.
It's not at all that there's a little step there that she's standing on.
No.
So tall right now.
We have food.
Hang on. I can, hang on.
Hang on. Oh.
Hot water bottle.
I don't trust her to take a selfie without dropping her phone in the fire.
No, don't drop your phone in the fire. Don't drop your phone in the fire. Trust me.
Hello, it's me, Sneaky Dom Camera. Emily thinks I am too drunk, but I have finished all of my water, and we're just hanging out.
Look at us in our tossing back cakes.
Yes, it's time. It's time for bed.
Yes.
We go to bed now.
They were just like, how's your friend? I was like, she's upright by herself. This is progress. And they're like, good to see you. Come again.
Ta-da! Good night. Wait.
I'm gonna stick the hot water bottle back now in
Yes.
hands.
Okay. Day 2. Definitely not hungover. Oh my god.
Purity of spirit and concentration of flavour.
The maker session really was the highlight of the weekend. Cam talked us through the distilling process and we got to taste it as it was going along.
Yeah, tastes like it. How's the hangover?
It was also really cool to hear about the history of Four Pillars and the stories behind all of the different gins that they made. It's added this really extra lovely layer to the drinks that I already really enjoy drinking. The gin that we made that day was finished off by them and then sent out to us about a week and a bit after we got back home. It's so cool. After the session, I got to choose some gin goodies to take home with me as part of the prize, and then it was off to Tarrawarra for art and more food.
Is by an artist called Callum Morton.
Art. We're now at the Tarrawarra Art Gallery. Just in the most scenic place I think I've ever been in my entire life. Like, look at this. You ready to go look at art? Yes. Culture.
Having a break for some wine.
Yes, before we have lunch and more wine. What are those?
Do you want to feel big and Holden?
Just to make sure you don't have any questions at all.
And at the estate we were treated to a 4-course meal with matched wines. It was all beautiful and delicate and very fancy, unlike me here.
Yeah, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
1, 2,
6,
3,
7,
4,
8.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
We have our desserts and just a couple of drinks. That is a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of things happening here.
Not drunk, just happy.
Very pretty.
It's so nice. Ah! Yeah. Golden.
He's 7 out of 10 drunk.
Thank you, Emily. I think I'm an 8.
So after our set course lunch with matched wines, we were a little bit wined out, but still had a look around the cellars. Definitely something I'd check out next time that I'm here.
It is nap time. Socks and tea. Charles. And your shoes really are a little bit too small for your feet.
That is yours.
Thank you. This is my time.
Eat a dried grape with a long spoon.
I got it. It's a long spoon.
And somehow we managed to find space in our stomachs for one last dinner.
Oh, that smells amazing. Wow.
You're getting to the videos you watch tomorrow and just laughing. What was I doing? I can't really keep the pan going.
Maybe we can have gin. Cheese. Hello, it's breakfast time. Look at this. Cheese. Cheese, 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 cheese.
The end.
The end.
But it wasn't quite. We were treated to an art gallery visit at the Hubert Gallery of Art before the final meal with Helen and Jake, who had also won the same competition and were up there that weekend as well.
Cheers! Oh. It's the end of our trip. We made it to the end. Oh, our chariot to take us home to a nap. Thank you for watching. If you like this, do the subscribe thing. Goodbye. What? Do the subscribe thing. I'm on the wrong side of the car. Goodbye. Have a great day.